Hello everyone, and welcome to Quod, a horror game set in a Texas prison in the 1930s. Now, first of all, thank you to the developers for providing me this early Steam key. What are you looking at, buddy? Eyes forward. Thank you to the developers for providing me with this early pre-release Steam key, and it's a game that, as soon as I was made aware of its existence, I had to know what it was like. See, when I was in middle school, I read the book and later watched the movie, The Green Mile. And for a long time, I really thought that would be a great setting for a horror game, and I was so excited when I looked at the Steam page and saw that visually it actually looks pretty similar to the set. So, what am I sitting here talking about? I have no idea what this is about. Let's just find out.
I'm tired. It's already lunchtime. Time to go home.
Your voice does not match the absolutely idyllic landscape ahead of us. Look, these sweeping plains of golden grain. Somebody should write a song about that. This is beautiful. Oh my. Holding out hope for a dream sequence. I'm trying to run back to the house. I get the impression that's my safe haven, but I just can't.
What was that nightmare?
What's actually going on? That was a pretty big quake.
Okay. I'll go pour myself some coffee.
Waking right up from the idyllic dream straight into reality. You know, that's interesting. These prisoners probably dream of similar things. I'm in a much better position, but maybe not in the grand scheme. I mean, something tells me my life doesn't look like that when I go home. That was actually a really, really creepy way to start things off, and I do wonder how it's going to come into play. Can I speak to the inmates? You've written on your wall, In 71 years, the game Need for Speed Underground will release, and it's a pity that I won't live to play it. That is really funny. They make it so hard to read that, but they really reward you for going all in. Oh, Cameron Goldman, age 46, robbery and murder. Tristan Gerald, 38, robbery and murder. And what about you, avid reader and gamer? Murder. All killers, this is Death Row. Dude, this is so cool. This literally is the set of The Green Mile, the movie. I'm so glad it seems to be taking direct inspiration. Alright, you are a rapist and murderer. You're a rapist. Robbery and murder, but, seems your date has actually not come nigh. Why are you not here? William Wharton. I think that name might also be a reference. We can enter the security room, but now my phone is ringing. Where's that? Over here.
Hey, Fisher, how are you there?
Yeah, everything's fine. What happened?
There was an earthquake. It's all unusual.
Yeah, some nonsense. Well, don't you distract me.
Okay, well, I'm glad others are at least acknowledging it. Oh, hey, I just realized we can actually see the top of our hat, and, from the glow coming from these ports up here, looks like this is probably the night shift. Now would be the time in that moment where I get grabbed from behind by the prisoner I thought was asleep. I should probably keep all this close. This is just so cool. This game is made in Unreal 5, and it is gorgeous looking. Like, I just can't get over how it's actually bringing one of my favorite books to life.
Hello, ladies.
Fisher, your locker will have a new passcode starting from September 18th. I'll leave it in the desk's right drawer. Okay. Can we grab that? Oh, I'm slamming into the punching bag. Alright, here we have the shotguns in case of a riot. Let's hope we won't have to use them. To be honest, I have no idea the likelihood of us actually using any of these things, because I don't know if this is going to be more of a work simulator style thing, like Mortuary Assistant, or if it's going to be more like narrative. Oh my god, kitty! Hi! Oh, look at you, sleeping. Oh, I can actually hear your snoring. Hi. Well, you make a noise when I pet you, but you're asleep. Aw. In my experience, when you pet a kitty while they're sleeping, they make their little activation noises before quickly acclimating. Can we have some coffee? That seems about done. Slurp. Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. The staff literally are the Green Mile staff. Okay, so if we press tab, it says our objective is complete the patrol log, marking all prisoners. Alright, so there's at least going to be work simulator elements. I'm sorry, I know it's taken a while getting in, but I'm just geeking out about this so much. This is a dream come true.
Alright, let's get this over with.
Alright. Now you, Matthew Robinson, check.
Looks like Matthew's reading something.
Wait, okay, so we can zoom in with that, and we can kind of look around a little bit. That's a little awkward. But you look like you're good.
Cameron's writing poetry again.
Oh, I see. I have to use the scroll wheel. Alright, Tristan Gerald.
Tristan, calm down already. Stop walking around.
Don't really see why that'd be our business. I mean, it's kind of the only thing he can do. We already see the open door at the end of the hall, so maybe that's an issue.
Evan's resting on the bed. Everything's okay.
Alright, I finally got it. That's a little awkward. Alright, Mark Audley?
At least he's sleeping.
Yep. And William Wharton, after 2 p.m. in the punishment cell. So he's not supposed to be here.
He got transferred to isolation for that freakout earlier.
Yep. As his name would imply, he is the problem child. So we have to go check out isolation then, do we? Oh no. I mean, you see how we're gonna get spooked by this at some point, right?
I need to turn on the light. I can't see the idiot.
No, still no. We need both of them on. Yep, that's what I thought.
It's right that they locked him in there.
There we are.
Alright, everyone's marked. Looks like it's ready.
Back in the dark with you. I don't care if you're scared of the dark. Now just stick it right back in there.
Hey!
Oh my god! How did you manage that?
What the hell? What happened? I need to get out of here.
I'm in the electric chair. How did they manage to not only get out, but bring me over to old Sparky? Alright, come on, get on out. Come on. Is that my blood all over the ground? Must have really got me good, but they didn't pull the switch. Emergency flashlight. And we charge with R. Oh, it's one of these hand crank ones.
Need to get the block key.
Okay, maybe I don't need to be messing with this switch right now, although I'm sure it'll come to play at some point. God, look at that. So I guess it's not meant to be the case, but it's like we're facing an audience of no one for our own execution.
I don't have the keys. The spares were in my locker.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get that code from the desk. Hopefully it's not been moved. Old phone's not working at the moment.
I don't have the keys. The spares were in my locker.
So do I have to climb through this gap in the glass? Be careful. You don't want to knock that out before you try climbing over there? I mean, what if you trip at that moment? That is actually so haunting to wake up, like, looking out over this, isn't it? Being in the dark so it takes you a moment to realize where you are.
Someone's coming! No, 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 no! I don't want to be in a bag. No, 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 no.
Where are you?
No, no. Phillips, are you okay? Phillips! What happened? I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. He seems off. I'll sit here.
You know, I was still holding out hope for a dream sequence, but something tells me that's not going to be the case. Can we grab that paper from the other side? No.
Seems like the aftermath of the earthquake. I need to contact Block D.
So I guess we're gonna have to try that phone again, huh? Man, this is so weird, and I honestly don't even know how to speculate on what could be going on here. Clearly this is all connected to the earthquake, but what about that allowed that inmate to escape in the 2 seconds my back was turned?
Damn it! No connection! We need to try the Morse code device. Maybe it's still functional.
The graphics are great, but I'm not a tremendous fan of things being visible through the walls very far away. Oh no. Oh no! Not only are at least some of them out, what are these things hanging from the ceiling? Okay, well, let's not even worry about that for the time being. Call Block D. Oh wait, I see. That's kind of cool. So it's like, okay, so beep, or hang on, beep, long, beep, beep. That's really awesome as a mechanic. Beep, 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 and then beep, beep, beep.
Let's try to contact Block D.
That's alright, I'm about this slow with texting as well. Oh, I get it. So this is what came back, and from this view, I have to interpret that. So first letter B, and then... Okay, I'm going to cut a lot of this because this is going to take me a while.
Great. Block D's responding. They ask who's calling.
Yeah, well, that took long enough. Oh my god, I'm really going to have to do all this. This is going to be 6 hours of runtime. Okay, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun. It's really fun. But, like, I'm doing a Let's Play here. Was that knock in game? That sounded like It was directly in my right ear. Oh yeah, no, never mind that while we're doing this, all of whatever this is happening, but... Nope, I got messages to send like a good little boy. You know, I can already see where this is going, so I'd like to guess the puzzle. Oh no, I'm glad to be wrong. In situations like this, I'm glad to be wrong.
There's a backup power switch in the basement. Maybe he means that one.
Well, you know, I'm certainly not gonna stick around to find out. That was quite an exchange. You know, I'm torn on that because on the one hand, it's a little bit on the tedious side, but also it's just really cool. And it's so awesome how every little bit of this, the flashlight, the tech, it just immerses you so much in the period. Are you folks still alive? I was wondering if maybe you'd be hiding in here, but it doesn't seem to be the case. And you've dripped some kind of like symbols on the ground. Something tells me I shouldn't be walking directly behind you. Look, you're suspended by like these cables that go into your bodies. Are you actually what became of the prisoners here? Nice, Wharton. Couldn't even use the bucket we gave you? Okay, let's head to the basement then, I suppose. But yeah, it's just, I really, really appreciate the dedication to the period. Okay, that's the shadow. I thought there was something like oozing down over the frosted glass.
I don't have the keys. The spares were in my locker.
Right. No. Don't have time for this.
I don't have the keys. The spares were in my locker.
My locker's in the security room, bud. Wait, 5370. I assume that's a 1? 53701. My buddy is no longer here. And that looks like a map of the place, so if we can get inside, that would be an immense help. Oh, you know what? All these drawers are open now, maybe it meant the right drawer of this desk? Well, there's something there, but nope, not this one. In this photo, I'm with my late wife. I keep it here to remember how beautiful she was. 39178. Seems to be the new passcode for my locker. Okay, I'll use it after changing. Maybe I should have done this earlier. Have I actually broken sequence by not taking it then? Okay, note to self, you don't like it when I do that. God, this is not the kind of imagery I was expecting from this game, but yeah, I think I might have actually, like, locked myself out of the game.
You need a screwdriver to open it.
I just got a screwdriver from here. So we've got, like, escape room elements to this. I was apparently supposed to be here all along. Let's have a look first to see if there's any reason why we'd want to do this. I mean, I see there's those vent covers in the back. Maybe that can help us? Spin with middle mouse click and left click to... Oh, I see. I have to use the scroll wheel. Okay. That's actually nice and interactive. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I hate sliding box puzzles so friggin' much. All right. Well, let's do it. All right. So there is that. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Yep. Now, whose cell is this? As if it matters, this was Tristan Gerald. Can we maybe go down here? Yes, that was the solution. All right, I'm really liking the puzzle so far because, like, they're logical, they're intuitive, and it doesn't expect too much of you while still allowing you to immerse yourself in the setting. That's what I love about the puzzles, is that it's not just an arbitrary break in the pace. Now it's time for a puzzle. It all seems to have a purpose. Oh no. This is what crawling in vents would actually be like if they didn't just collapse on you. This is truly really claustrophobic. I'm kind of glad this isn't VR. Well, we made it. Okay. So it is so dark. We need to get to that basement and restore power. What was it? It was 39178, I think. I don't like all these ambient noises around me, and I'm just not going to look. Okay, so I'm having a difficult time. Okay, there we go. 39178. There we go. Oh, look at that helmet. We've got some days behind us, don't we? Well, I suppose we really do. I still remember her like that. February 20th, 1924. Alright, there's our keys. That's going to help us big time. Oh no! This game is actually going to be the first horror game, I think, to employ the horror trope of trying to frantically figure out which of your keys you need for the lock. Okay, it's not white, it's not yellow. How about blue? That's the ticket. And presumably that's not going to be the one ever again, right? Let's wind you back on up. I am not liking some of the noises that I'm hearing around me. But we need our keys again. Presumably it's going to be blue again, right? There we are. And presumably that also means it's not going to be blue for any of the other things. Don't have time for you. Man, I just don't even know where to start. Alright, just go down the line then. Yellow. No? Red for the basement, maybe. There we go. I wonder if we can actually... Oh, throw the shape of the lock! What happened to you? Oh god, I hope that's Wharton. Jesus, I don't know what could have done that. From the look of it, we're being, like, invaded by space aliens or something. The sooner we get these lights on, the better. I bet it's this. I'd be willing to bet big bucks that it's this. Man, this light will not let us see beyond the glass. We can use our screwdriver to get beyond this, dismantling the defenses of our own prison. And death row at that, but to be honest, I don't think anybody's getting out of here. Oh, come on. I mean, it's such attention to detail how it even hangs on the one hinge when you've removed everything else. There we go. Oddly enough, this is like the first sliding box puzzle I'm actually enjoying a little bit. Come on. There we go. Yeah, something tells me dangerous stuff happens once I flip this switch.
I've never been there. Maybe we can drain this water.
I did see a valve on the wall back there. But then again, why do you want to go there? Or maybe this is just for the pump?
I'm tired. It's already lunchtime. Time to go home.
It's a recurring dream. A recurring dream with invasive properties, which makes me wonder what's gonna be this time.
No, 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 no! Jane! Jane! Jane!
I get it now, not a dream, a memory.
Jane! 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 Jane, please! Jane!
This place is really spacious for a farmhouse. Okay.
Jane! Jane! Ah! What?
Kind of seems like it warns you of calamity. I mean, maybe the implication is that you have these dreams all the time. But the other one was a little bit different from a memory, was it not? No fuel? Well, I think there was fuel.
Still not working. Need to inform Block D.
Okay, but wasn't there fuel in the cabinet beside the block? Don't move.
Phillips! Phillips, stop!
Should I chase him down?
Where did he go?
I don't know, you think maybe through these doors that you can open, actually. So you did venture out of your little hiding spot. But you don't seem to be there now. Alright then, back on the telegraph. This is actually really cool, because it's forcing us to learn the space that we're in, familiarize ourselves not only with the geometry of it, but with the way things work, the tools at our disposal, you know, the characters who are in here with us, including ourselves. The whole thing does feel like a puzzle box that just needs to be untangled little by little. I'm also kind of getting the hang of sending messages. Receiving them, not quite as much. This is going to take a while.
He's telling me to get out of here. But the staircase is blocked.
Okay, but we already knew that. But do you see what I mean by, like, the puzzles having, like, actual worth in-game? I mean, actually having to sit here by the light of the emergency bulb, like, trying to desperately type out Morse code messages to somebody else within here. It really puts you in the setting itself, like, in the moment and in the period. I also noticed it said Meissner machine, and Meissner is a name on one of the lockers in the security room. Oddly enough, the only one that doesn't feature a first and last name.
Right. There's a service elevator.
Of course, you can make it go faster if you guess the puzzle. Alright, so the service elevator it is then. You really expect us to just not even question this? I suppose our character did. Is this not fuel? Like, is this not what we... Oh, maybe it is. Fuel canister added to inventory. Alright, I feel like I might have seen more elsewhere. So maybe that's important. Let's always keep this thing spun up. There's...
Access code lock. I need to find the code. I'll try through the ventilation.
Wouldn't have been my first thought, to be honest. But there we go. We're now going. And the water level is lowering. I wonder if which puzzles we choose to pursue will actually be of some consequence from now on. Top secret, staff only, FBSI. Why is this here? Why would there be, like, radiation? Doesn't seem like something we should really be messing with, and indeed, we are not. 82541. There is a code scrawled here. 82541. But it doesn't go to you. Alright. I mean, do we really want to try the vents for this? There we go. That opened Brutus Howl. For which we get the achievement Brutus Cup Egghead. So, why are we just robbing you? I can't seem to actually see anything here. Egghead. And we're a little early for that to be a computer password, so... I mean, what does that do for us? Besides getting us an achievement. Alright, well for that we're gonna need somebody on this side. And since we're just so incapable of climbing over this in Wild Bill's cell... You're all flies. I really hope that's him dead on the ground out there, but I think it might have been the one in cell 3. Alright, well that means that we have to break into one of these. And I guess we'll start with the one that's closer. There we go. You know, these sliding box puzzles are actually really intuitive. Like, I ordinarily find these things, like, so frustrating. I'm hungry. Yep, I mean, it's a 30s prison in Texas. A death row in a 30s prison in Texas, so I can imagine... Well, at this point, do they even have rights that you could say are being violated? A whole lot of stuff in these here vents. What? Run, 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 get away. Has somebody escaped through here before? I mean, actually, if it's this easy and obvious, I can't imagine why it doesn't happen all the time. Wait. Something... Turn or burn off Robbie Fisher. Hit him. Are you the one that knocked me out earlier? Imagery of eyes. Wait, get away. Get away. Escape lift. Okay, well it just seems mean to bother to hit me!
Help!
Oh my god, that was like a jump scare out of Outlast. Good god. And this really does seem like just a much more thinky Outlast. There haven't been many jump scares, but all of them have been absolute heart stoppers. Well, I guess I should probably go check on you now, then. It is my job after all. Look, you're still just clinging to the bars. Wait, that's the source of the humming, isn't it? There's like some weird device on the ground down there. Wait. I left a map for you at the post. So you were essentially playing a part. I mean, like, this is your instruction. Which means that I myself am also part of this. I have a role to play. And this gets us presumably into the other cell. Paul Edgecombe, but I can't make out what that says. 50. And I also hear that banging in the adjacent areas. Alright, well, let's... one thing at a time. Let's push on out of here. This is Wild Bill's cell. And I see he entertained himself. Now I push this out, giving us access to this place and this note. These lines are my last chance before darkness engulfs me. Believe me, I'm not seeking excuses, but merely wishing for you to understand that some choices are made under the influence of circumstances. I ask you to remember me as I was, not as I have become. My love for you knows no bounds, and even in this moment I feel your support. Be strong, I implore you. Life will go on, and I want you to be happy. I'm grateful for everything we experienced together. With love, Mark Audley. Well, okay, but weren't you a rapist and murderer? I have to wonder if the person he's writing this to would be happy to receive it. Oh, wait. Rapport Cameron Goldman. Court protocol. The accused, Cameron Goldman, born 1886, residing at Fort Worth, stands trial for a series of heinous crimes committed between September and October 1931. Yeah, really gruesome details. Please note that the court decided on the death penalty due to the exceptional cruelty and inhumanity of the committed acts. The execution date is set for September 12th, 1932. So that was 6 days ago. Does everything that's going on here have something to do with him? Well, look, this says be ready to run when I say. And that looks like 12:05. So that could be something we try. Beyond that, I can't see if there's anything to be seen from here. Alright, let's see what our reader has to say to us. Dear loved ones, my words reach you in the final moment as darkness closes in around me. Life is full of difficult decisions, and I've not escaped my share. I hope that reading these lines you can find the strength to forgive. Be strong, even if I leave. Time will heal wounds, and I wish you happiness. Thank you for the moments we've spent together. Remember me as I was in our best days. With love, Matthew Robinson. Oh my god. Not what I expected. Not what I expected at all. And a collapse here. How convenient. Just how absolutely convenient. That should be the security room hallway. But getting around back to here does reveal a couple of new notes that we couldn't get to before. Dear, in these challenging days, I feel your support, and it means a lot to me. Life in prison is a tough trial, but I haven't lost hope for freedom. When the guards aren't watching, I contemplate an escape. My friends here are helping me, and I believe everyone deserves a second chance. I need your support, even if it's risky. Be careful, but remember, freedom is worth the fight. Perhaps the next letter I write will be from freedom. Believe in me as I believe in us, Cameron Goldman. I don't think it worked out the way you want. And that is not a readable note. Oh, I get it. I just noticed this. So the pounding that we hear, that's the additional things, isn't it? There we go, 503 something 0, and we get Paul's ball. We're getting real meta with the references now. Yeah, so for those who don't get it, Tom Hanks played Paul Edgecombe in the movie, who was also in Castaway featuring this thing. Well, that was a lot of work to not figure out how we're getting into the laundry room. And we are getting pretty close to the slated run time. So I don't know if something happens then. I've been stuck on this for such a long time, and the game's not out yet, so it's not like there's any help anywhere. Oh, I can take these things off the walls. Well, we've got another combination, a whole bunch of combinations. Oh god, do these each have one? That's more combinations than I have to check. Well, maybe the circumstances provides clues. 23331. Maybe that's the locker with the paint on it. There we go. Okay. Phillips chain. But nothing we can interact with, seemingly. What a weird guy. Actually, let's do 76521 on this. That's the number that was displayed on the Meissner machine, or as it said. So 76521. Yep. That's what I thought. Well, we're getting Meissner's glasses. We're getting achievements all up and down the place. But besides being real cool, I don't see what this does for us. I think this is just the Easter egg room. Wait, how many lines is that? This is going to be so crazy if this is actually what you're supposed to do. Oh my god, that was actually it! Okay, that's one of those, like, you figure it out and you're just kind of annoyed. That was real obtuse. Like, there were so many things I would have thought of before that. Although I suppose the extra time spent did get me to... At least I'm dead. Okay, I was just about to address that thing in the room, but I guess it addressed me for me. How far back do we go? Alright, right here, so no harm done. But I was gonna say, like, it did at least get me to open the other lockers. I was thinking, like, an alien invasion type of something. But that door in the basement kind of gives me pause. Maybe it's something that was being worked on right here. Alright,
To lower the elevator, I need to find this valve. Look for it.
What am I supposed to do about that?
I'm so sorry. Damn it, Phillips! What have you done? What the hell?
Christ, well, maybe we can get his gun? I mean, I would hope so. I had completely forgotten that there was another room on the other side of here. I can't take it anymore. He'll still find me. I don't want to be in this mess. I regret helping to arrange Goldman's escape. I didn't know it would turn out like this. I'm tired of hiding. I'm exhausted. goodbye. It looks like there was only one bullet in it. Well, I'm sure you can find more, probably worth taking with you in this situation, don't you think? And there's the paint on your hands, presumably. I mean, I can see that streak of green, but look, that means that only furthers my idea that it has something to do with that door in the basement, not something otherworldly. But the fact that it's able to keep me guessing like this is really, really cool. Alright, well, back to the old keyhole minigame. And the yellow key got us in here, so let's try that. No. Now, on its surface, you might be thinking, like, wow, absolutely riveting gameplay. And, you know, from a Let's Play perspective, yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. But if I were just playing this on my own, I would probably kind of like it. I like messing with the stuff. I like how tactile it all is. There we go. It's the last set. And from here, we can get an additional valve wheel. Triangle valve. Oh no, I've got to go back and look at which one I need. Rusty metal cover. I've got to reassemble this entire thing, don't I?
Yes, this is what I
There we
need.
go. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a whole thing where I was going to have to figure out like what type I needed. But let me guess, it's going to be one of those things where I have very, very limited time to actually turn said wheel. So I'm going to make a run and done for it. There we go. Oh no, do I have to
Damn,
like...
the chain broke. Now I have to look for a chain too. It seems like Phillips has a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll find a chain there.
Way ahead of you. So it seems like at least one of those was actually required. I haven't been able to figure out the Hadley one. I mean, there's the whole bunch that I could trial and error out on the wall of the execution viewing, but I don't know. I've done a couple of them, but I don't want to just sit there and do them all, running back and forth. Where's that chain? There we are.
Bits.
You know, it's only now that I have time to really stop and look at what happened to you. I don't know if moving out of this thing's line of sight resets it either. Alright, there we... come on. There we go. There we go. And let me go! And I'm dead in a cutscene. Cool. Oh, God. Please tell me... oh, no. Am I gonna have to go back through all that? So... In dying at any point during that, I have to go back and oh my god, really? Which means I gotta find the right key again twice. I will say that I have one major criticism with this game, and that's a real lack of ambient sounds. I mean, like, really anything, just like a grumbling of the building, water in the pipes, just anything, weather outside, it's just very, very dead and silent otherwise. Oh! I hadn't even come in here to see this. There's another vent right here. Oh, was I on the complete wrong thing? Okay, well, let's get rid of these. The controls on some of these puzzle segments are a little bit awkward, but that's all right. Let's... oh my, this is so weird. I spent so much time trying to solve these puzzles, I thought I had seen just about everything. I had no idea there could be something so large still missing from my total understanding. And it is a long crawl to the end there. Oh, wait. Could this maybe get me into Philip's booth? The place where that inmate left the map for him to presumably carry out all his treacherous activities. Yes! And there is the map, the coffee-stained... it's gonna be 3-4... something... something... Actually, wait, is that the laundry room door? 'Cause if so, that doesn't really do anything for us. Was all this just not even, like, did I break sequence by even doing this? What's happening to me? Okay, that was nauseating. None of them. None of the painting codes worked. And I do not understand why. Okay, let's put that there. Leave, because this thing is probably going to start any second now. Right? Yep. Again, I have no idea how this thing actually works, and it would be way, way too costly to experiment. You're back. Go back this way. Use you. Climb into you. And we should now be okay. Oh, come on, please. Please, please, please. Why is this taking so long? In we go. In we go. In we go. And there we are. Alright, and we've moved on. So I guess we probably missed our chance at Hadley, but that's alright. We got all the other ones. And now here we are in the laundry. Look at the way the moonlight casts through the bars. The graphics in this are just so immersive in all the right ways. The way things are so cluttered and scattered about, it really puts you in the feeling. And to top it all off, there's a lightning storm outside. Who is it? Guess we'll never know. Come on. Well, we can move this thing out of the way at least. It's like someone barricaded themselves in here. Actually, it was probably the fine fellow who currently clings to the grate in the room below. It's more of those things. Oh my god. Do you want to maybe make a go for that right there? Yeah, thanks.
Oh yeah.
To be continued episode 2. Alright, well, it did say episode 1 in the beginning, but yeah, there's the credits. They did tell me in the email that it's a 2-man team, and you know what? Great job, because this is super cool. I'll admit I'm biased. I'm predisposed to have a positive opinion in this game because I've wanted a horror game set in the Green Mile setting for like 13 years. But I still have to say, in spite of like a little bit of roughness, you're constantly reminded that everybody in a prison is kind of in their own little box. And that applies to the guards as well. I mean, it's a place that's literally designed to be segmented off. And so you always feel like you're just parallel to someone else. The way you can hear all like the banging in the vents, you can sometimes see people through the glass that you just have no way of getting to them from. And so there's this constant feeling of so close yet so far. Your conversations over the telegraph machine, which I just think it's so cool how much it wants you to engage with the world. Having to fumble with your keys, I imagine at some point it's gonna make you do that at the worst possible time. Having to sit there and actually like learn how the technology works and all the little quirks. Having to use the telegraph machine and that flashlight, which, you know, credit where credit is due, it's a hand crank flashlight in a video game. But it actually lasts for like a while. Because it is kind of in an escape room-esque format, I really like the inclusion of the Easter egg lockers. Because it realizes that you're gonna be spending a long time in one place, and you're probably gonna be stuck at least once or twice. And so it sort of gives you something else to do while you're working all this stuff out. And in fact, it even makes it so that while you're trying to work out the Easter eggs, you might even stumble across what you need to do to progress. This is a lesson that I learned from Outer Wilds, which is that, like, as long as you have something to do, you won't be super frustrated while you're stuck. And I think it's a weird case where the Easter eggs actually contribute to the overall gameplay. But it's also chosen to do something really interesting in having an extreme clash in the setting, where I step outside after everything that went down, and I encounter what almost looks like space alien hybrid somethings. And that whole thing at the end, I almost don't know what to think. I actually noticed a weird effect where, it spends so much time putting us into that 30s mindset that it kind of breaks our brain a bit when we see this sci-fi stuff, and it's almost like we have no conception of such imagery, even though as players we probably do. Now they could be going anywhere with that, but I'm definitely still sticking to my guns and thinking that it has to do with that locked door in the basement. And I don't know if we could have opened it in this, but I'm still actually banking on secret technology rather than aliens. Who knows, maybe it's something we recovered, but I guess we'll have to wait until further parts to find that out. Until then, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. No, I'm not talking to you, buddy.